I ask you all to rise for the singing of the national anthem. They'll be sung by Jacob Elam, one of our students. And gentlemen, please remove your caps.
By the dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. This is the first time in 5 graduations I've actually remembered to say that without prompting. Thank you, Jacob, for that outstanding rendition of the national anthem. Jacob is a member of the class of 2019 and one of our very talented students. And thank you to Gail Morris for the beautiful piano prelude. I'm Robert Means. I'm the Dean of the Quillen College of Medicine, and I'd like to welcome you, the family and friends of the class of 2018. Thank you for joining us for this long-anticipated culminating day of the medical school career. At this time, I would like to introduce the stage party for today. I ask that they please stand as they are introduced. Dr. Brian Noland, President of East Tennessee State University. Dr. Will C. Bishop, Vice President for Health Affairs of East Tennessee State University. Dr. Kenneth Olive, Executive Associate Dean for Academic and Faculty Affairs, Quillen College of Medicine. Dr. Thomas Quasagro, Associate Dean for Student Affairs and Professor in the Department of Biomedical Sciences. Dr. Jason Moore, Professor and Clerkship Director in the Department of Family Medicine. Dr. Robert Schoberg, Professor and Vice Chair for Education in the Department of Biomedical Sciences. Dr. Reed Blackwelder, Professor and Chair of the Department of Family Medicine, and Hugh Robison Caldwell III, President of the Class of 2018. At this time, I will ask Robbie Caldwell, as President of the Class of 2018, to come to the podium. While at Quillen, Robbie has served as a class officer since 2015. He is from Cleveland, Tennessee, and completed his undergraduate education at the University of Mississippi, where he earned a Bachelor of Arts degree, cum laude, in biology in May of 2014. Robbie, we thank you for your leadership and service to your fellow students and to Quillen. And at this time, I would also like to recognize the other senior class officers and ask that they please stand. Vice Presidents Tyler Stannard and Jory Sullivan, and Treasurer Anahita Rahimi Sabar. Thank you for being leaders in your class. Tyler.
I'd also like to extend a special thank you to Sarah McHenry. Sarah served as class secretary for the duration of our first 3 years. And the only reason she's not on the stage graduating with us today is she took time to earn extra letters to go by her name, letters she earned today, so congratulations, Sarah. I want to thank the entire faculty who has dedicated their life's work to the future of medicine and to us. I'd like to thank everyone in attendance, significant others, parents, grandparents, children, and friends. No doubt you played an integral role in the events culminating today. And I'd like to thank my partner in life and all of this, Megan, for being my strength and source of laughter. I'd like to thank my family for their lifetime of love and support. And I'd like to thank my father, who passed away this year, for inspiring me and giving me this love for medicine. All right, in class of 2018, thanks for everything, but we'll get back to that. All right, today is a special day for everyone. Today is May the 4th. Today we celebrate Star Wars. So I just planned on reading from a list of Han Solo quotes and passing them off as my remarks, but I realized that I've been saying never tell me the odds every week since I got here. So I'll admit that today when becoming a physician, this is a backup plan. I originally wanted to be Han Solo, and then I wanted to be Indiana Jones, and really pretty much every Harrison Ford character up until Air Force One, because nobody really wants to be president. So people often start these with brilliant quotes from incredible doctors who've inspired over the past millennia. But since you all have your very brand new doctor to take home with you today, I figured you'd be getting all the doctor quotes you needed. Many of them will start, "Look, I'm sorry, I know we're eating, but." So instead, there's a quote that hangs in the library at Ole Miss, a quote that I saw every day while I was studying. Well, I saw it every day on my way to get coffee. And it goes, "Man will not merely endure, he will prevail." And of course, the man here is talking about humankind. It's a quote taken from William Faulkner's Nobel acceptance speech. A larger section reads, "I believe that man will not merely endure, he will prevail. He is immortal not because he alone among creatures has an inexhaustible voice, but because he has a soul, a spirit capable of compassion and sacrifice and endurance. The poet's, the writer's duty is to write about these things." Reading that quote, I think of you, class of 2018. And if it's the poet's duty to write about these things, then it's your duty to embody them. For your patients, for each other, you must be the spirit of compassion. You must be a source of endurance. And for that, you will make sacrifices. Your job's not only to save human lives, but to preserve the human story. And you've been doing that since I met you. I've seen it in your eyes during lectures, the wonder and fascination. I've heard it in your voices as you've comforted patients on the wards. And I've received it when you supported me during Megan's surgery and when my father passed. So I too believe that we will not merely endure, we will prevail. Not only against illness, but against hatred, discrimination, inequality, bigotry, and against any power that would threaten the dignity of any person, any patient. You are the authors of humanity and the poets of compassion. And you're our only hope, so thank you. I love you all, and may the force be with you.
Thank you, Robbie. It is my pleasure now to introduce our honored guest today. And I ask that they rise as I call their name. Mr. Dean Borsos, Director of the Mountain Home VA Medical Center. Dr. Jerry Blackwell, Executive Vice President and Chief Clinical Officer of Ballad Health. Mr. Bill Darden, representing U.S. Congressman Phil Rowe. Dr. Bill Greer and his wife, Edwina. Dr. and Mrs. Greer, Dr. Greer is the president of Milligan College. Dr. and Mrs. Greer are here not only as distinguished visitors, but also as the proud parents of one of today's graduates. Dr. William Duncan, ETSU Vice Provost for Research and Sponsored Programs. Dr. Don Samples, Dean of the ETSU College of Clinical and Rehabilitative Health Sciences. Dr. Randy Wyckoff, Dean of the ETSU College of Public Health, and his wife Janine, who are also here in the capacity of proud parents of one of our graduates today. And Carol Sloan, Director of Development and Alumni Relations for the College of Medicine. Thank you all for being here today. So as you heard in the last speech, today is May 4th. And you're going to remember this day because, for one thing, you're going to find yourself having to write it on hospital privilege applications when they ask you the date you received your degree. I don't have trouble remembering my degree date either. I graduated from medical school on Friday the 13th. This is an important milestone in your life, and it is something that you reached in association and with the support of your family, your friends, and your loved ones. And it's important always to bear that in mind. But the most important thing to bear in mind is that what is going on today is only a milestone. Later in the program, the President will declare you graduated and you will be doctors. After the next phase of your education, it is our hope and expectation that you will be physicians. There are a few lessons we'd like you to take with you as you go forward in the next phases of your adventures in medicine. First, you keep studying. You don't ever get to stop, I'm afraid, because you owe it to your patients. Try and learn something from every single patient you see. One of the issues in postgraduate education particularly is physician workload, and certainly that is important, but try and see as many patients as you can and try and read something about every patient you see. What makes a superior physician is judgment, and judgment is the product of experience produced from seeing a lot of patients and thought produced from ongoing study. Finally, continue to grow in the exercise of your art and your commitment to your patients, which is the virtue known as charity, the virtue without which the others are meaningless. So as you go forth from the College of Medicine, remember that your Quillen family is proud of you, and good luck. At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce the president of East Tennessee State University, Dr. Nolan. At least I remembered to tell you to sit down after this.
Dr. Means, thank you. On behalf of the more than 14,600 students and 2,600 faculty and staff who comprise the ETSU family, I bring greetings and congratulations to the 2018 graduating class of the Quillen College of Medicine. For more than 4 decades, students at Quillen have been leaving their footprints on our university and beyond, focusing their efforts on our institutional mission, a mission of improving the quality of life for the people of our region. And the class of 2018 is no different. You've already touched the lives of patients in clinics, healthcare centers, and across our region's hospitals. You've gone into the community to work in RAM clinics, and you've provided education about preventative health to the citizens of Central Appalachia. You've raised thousands of dollars for various causes. You've volunteered in the Emoja Festival. You've competed in the Dragon Boat Festival, and you've won multiple intramural basketball championships. You've worked alongside our faculty to conduct research addressing the critical healthcare challenges facing our nation. Yet at the same time, you found time to study abroad, bringing Quillen values and care to patients in underserved areas across the globe. In doing so, you've exemplified the legacy of service that defines not only our College of Medicine, but our institution as a whole. This legacy of service is also carried by our alumni. For example, Dr. Joseph Ibrahim, a 2003 Quillen alum, is the trauma director in a hospital in Orlando, and he saved dozens of lives who had been impacted by gunfire in a nightclub here very recently. And in 2005, Dr. Alicia Pfister, who lives in a remote country in Africa, provided much-needed care to thousands of children as the director of pediatrics in a rural teaching hospital there. And I could go on and on and on about the impact of Quillen alum who have carried the legacy of service of this institution forward. Today, you join these more than 2,000 alumni who strive on a daily basis to make a difference in the lives of their patients through care, research, teaching, and service. Throughout your residencies, the actions that you take and the work that you do will forever reflect the education and values of Quillen. Those values provide a foundation for all that you will go on to accomplish in your lives. Several years ago, my wife gave me a gift that hangs in my office. Each day I look at this piece of artwork and reflect upon the words, and I'd like to share those words with you today because they're words that provide sometimes guidance and direction on good days as well as bad. And they read as follows: live fully, challenge yourself, be kind and generous, inspire someone, be grateful, take the road less traveled, and it's never too late. Graduates, congratulations to each of you, and I look forward to seeing the amazing work that you will do as you transition from our university, but carrying forward the values of this institution to make a difference in the lives of others. Godspeed to each of you, and go Bucks.
Thank you, Dr. Noland. I'm Dr. Kenneth Olive, and I also want to add my welcome to the family and friends of the class of 2018. Let me tell you a little bit about this group. The class of 2018 represents a diverse group of women and men who distinguish themselves in a variety of academic and professional settings before coming to medical school. Several earned advanced degrees in fields including pharmacy, public health, immunology, and religion. This group includes men and women who've served their country in the military and in other forms of public service. Others left careers in other healthcare fields and the business world to become physicians. Members of the class of 2018 came from both privileged and disadvantaged backgrounds, their parents and their spouses. They've experienced loss of family members, and together they've persevered to become physicians. So today, to you, members of the class of 2018, sharing the significance of achieving the completion of your medical degree. We share in your joy and the sense of accomplishment, and we wish each of you the very best as you move forward in your careers. At this time, we'd like to recognize those students who have been elected to membership in the Alpha Omega Alpha Honor Medical Society. Membership is limited to 1/6 of each class, and each member must come from the upper 25% academically. While academic excellence is a criterion for membership, it's not simply academic standing. Membership is also based on integrity, capacity for leadership, compassion, and fairness in dealing with one's colleagues, and those are equally important criteria. Would the following members of Alpha Omega Alpha please stand and remain standing until each is recognized? Please hold your applause until all have been recognized. Kyle Bowden, Nathan Bowers, Jeremy Greer, John Kirby, Heather Lynn, Omar McCarty, Lizzie Monroe, Bradley Muller, Rebecca Rowland, Andrew Rowe, Brent Sterling, and John Riley Wilkinson. Congratulations on this achievement. Now we recognize those students elected to membership in the Gold Humanism Honor Society. This achievement honors medical students, residents, and faculty for demonstrated excellence in clinical care, leadership, compassion, and dedication to service. Election to membership in the Gold Humanism Honor Society is a significant honor. The inductees have demonstrated exemplary attitudes and behavior characteristic of the most humanistic physicians. Would the following 11 members of the Gold Humanism Honor Society please stand and remain standing until each has been recognized? Again, please hold your applause. James Abernathy, Alex Ankar, Morgan Buda, David Carl, John Kirby, Katie Lee, Kelsey Lloyd, Lizzie Monroe, Emily Paulus, Abby Schultz, Lindsay Shipley. Congratulations. The Quillen College is known nationally for its reputation in rural and primary care education. One of the reasons for this is our rural primary care track. The selective program allows interested medical students to spend up to 25% of their time in one of 2 rural academic centers. At this time, we recognize those members of the class of 2018 who completed 4 years of participation in the rural primary care track. From Mountain City, Jessica Crowder, Heather Lynn, Caitlin Panel, Jennifer Solomon, and from Rogersville, Kelsey Lloyd, Brandon Miracle, Abby Schultz, Lindsay Shipley, and Tyler Stannard. We'd also like to take this opportunity to recognize and honor those graduates who will continue to serve our country through military service after residency. Anthony Angeloni. Anthony is a U.S. Marine Corps veteran who is returning to service in the U.S. Navy. John Barcel, U.S. Air Force. James Doris, U.S. Navy. James Johnston. James is an Army veteran who will be remaining in the Army Reserve. And we'd also like to recognize those who have previously served in our armed forces before coming to Quillen. James Abernathy, U.S. Army. David Carl, U.S. Marine Corps. John Weddle, U.S. Navy. Students in the dual MD Master of Public Health program simultaneously pursue a master's degree from the ETSU College of Public Health in addition to their medical degree. The dual track is designed to train medical students to be effective physician scholars and public health leaders, enabling them to diagnose health problems and risk factors of both individuals and communities. This year we have 1 graduate in the dual program, Gregory Wyckoff. For the presentation of awards, please join me in welcome Dr. Thomas Quasagro.
Thank you, Dr. Olive. First and foremost, I want to add my congratulations to the entire class for all of your accomplishments. My job now is to recognize some of those individual accomplishments, and I will ask you to please stand when I do recognize you. As your name is called, again, please stand. So the Department of Internal Medicine Award is presented to an outstanding senior student who demonstrates strong clinical skills, an inquisitive mind, a compassionate character, and a desire to practice internal medicine. This year's recipient is Dr. Lindsay Shipley. Please stand. The Department of Pediatrics presents an award to the graduating student entering primary care specialty who has demonstrated a keen interest in child health and development and who possesses an informed and disciplined mind, buttressed by kindness and sensitivity to cultural diversity and humility. This year's award is presented to Dr. Rebecca Rowland. The Obstetrics Gynecology Department has established the Dillard M. Scholes Award to be presented to a student for academic excellence during the junior clerkship in OBGYN. The recipient of this year's award is Dr. Abby Schultz. The Department of Surgery has established an outstanding performance in the Junior Surgical Clerkship Award to be awarded to a graduating senior. This year's award is to Dr. Marie Moulton. The Office of Academic Affairs recognizes the student who has been the winner of the Medical Mystery Clinical Cases Award for the past this is tough, for the past 3 years with the Osler Award. This year's award recipients are Dr. Shimad Chowdhury and Dr. Parth Seth. Very, very challenging, I might add. The Society for Academic Emergency Medicine is pleased to sponsor the Excellence in Emergency Medicine Award to be awarded to the student who has demonstrated excellence in the specialty of emergency medicine. Congratulations to Dr. Tyler Stannard. The Tennessee Academy of Family Physicians also presents an award to the most outstanding senior student entering the specialty of family medicine. This year's award is presented to Dr. Katie Pannell. Merck & Company honors 2 students who have exhibited academic excellence throughout their medical education. The recipients this year are Dr. Morgan Buddha and Dr. Brad Muller. The American Medical Women's Association has established awards to honor the women medical students graduating as top scholars in their class. The Glasgow Rubin Achievement Citation honors this year's recipients, who are Dr. Lizzie Monroe and Dr. Rebecca Rowland. Both of those individuals are in the top 10% of their class. Outstanding. The next award is the Bieber Scholarship. This scholarship recognizes a graduating student who established a keen interest in science prior to entering medical school, or has demonstrated keen interest in research and has overcome personal adversity along the way to achieving the completion of the medical degree. This year's recipient is Dr. Alex Ankar. The next award is made possible through a donation by the Corbin family to honor the memory of James Corbin, whose brother Michael Corbin was a 1995 graduate of the Quillen College of Medicine. The James Christopher Corbin Award in Psychiatry is presented to Dr. Hugh Caldwell III. The Cohen-Moss Family Medicine Award is presented by family and friends of Dr. H. Cohen-Moss to an outstanding senior student who has the highest academic rank and is entering the field of family medicine. The recipient of this year's award is Dr. Katie Pannell. The Department of Surgery, in conjunction with the Hilton family, has established the Philip John Hilton, MD, Career in Surgery Award to recognize a student demonstrating the most promise for an outstanding surgical career. This year's recipient is Dr. Tim DePerry. The Ann Tronham Hawkins Award for Excellence in Women's Health was established in 1998 by Mr. W.E. Hawkins, Jr. to honor his wife, Mrs. Ann Tronham Hawkins. The senior class and faculty have selected graduating students who demonstrate the most significant involvement in the area of women's health over the course of his or her medical school career. This year's recipient for her achievements are Dr. Abby Schultz. The Cheryl L. McLemore, MD, Memorial Pediatrics Award was endowed to provide an annual award to an outstanding senior medical student who has been accepted into an accredited pediatric residency program. The endowment was established by Eric Emerson in memory of his wife, Dr. Cheryl McLemore, a Quillen College of Medicine graduate of 1996, who passed away in July of 2015. The recipient of this year's award is Dr. Katie Lee. The Ronald S. McCord Rural Family Medicine Award was established in memory of one of our faculty, Dr. Ron McCord. This award is presented to a student or students who exemplify commitment to rural medicine. This year we have several recipients. They are Dr. Jessica Crowder, Dr. Kelsey Lloyd, and Dr. Katie Pannell. An award has been established by the family of Dr. Clay Reister, who was a member of our faculty before his untimely death. The award goes to a student who, like Dr. Reister, may have started medical school later in life after having had a previous career, and who has demonstrated commitment, sensitivity, empathy to patients, as well as a dedication to the study of medicine. This award is presented to Dr. Omar McCarty. The Kevin Sway Memorial Award was established by a previous graduate in memory of his young son. It is presented to the most outstanding graduating senior entering the field of pediatrics as selected by the Office of Financial Aid in the Department of Pediatrics. This year, the award goes to Dr. Andy Rowe. The Dr. David E. Daigneault Memorial Award Endowment was established by Dr. and Mrs. Ernest A. Daigneault in memory of their son, Dr. David Daigneault, a 1986 graduate of the Quillen College of Medicine. This award is presented to a deserving fourth-year medical student who demonstrates the compassion and empathy that David showed for his patients, with preference given to a student interested in oncology. This year's award is presented to Dr. Ahmad Minhas. A new award this year, the Dr. J. and Maida Family Award in Preventive Medicine, is presented to the graduating medical student who is planning a residency in internal medicine with a strong interest or achievement in pursuing a career in preventive medicine, epidemiology, or public health. This award is presented to Dr. Marie Moulton. For the final two awards, the recipients are asked to come forward to accept the award. The 2018 Leonard Toe Humanism in Medicine Award, sponsored by the Arnold P. Gold Foundation, is presented to the student as judged by his or her peers who consistently demonstrates compassion and empathy in the delivery and care to patients, illustrates professional behaviors by example, demonstrates cultural sensitivity in working with patients, family members, and colleagues, adheres to professional and ethical standards, pays attention and is sensitive to the patient's psychological well-being, and displays concern for the general welfare of the community. I am pleased and proud to present the 2018 Humanism in Medicine Award to Dr. Abby Schultz. I now call on Dr. Means to present the Dean's Distinguished Student Award. Dr. Means.
The Dean's Distinguished Student Award has been created to be presented to the overall outstanding senior students. Students were nominated for this award by the clinical departmental faculty and members of the graduating class. From the nominees, the Financial Aid and Scholarship Committee selected the student considered by all to demonstrate the qualities of an excellent physician. It is my pleasure to announce the recipient of this year's award is Dr. John Warren Kirby. Please come forward to receive your award. Congratulations to Dr. Kirby, who is an outstanding choice to receive the award. Again, congratulations to all the award recipients. The graduating class wishes to honor faculty members they have identified as playing significant roles as educators, mentors, and role models for them over the past 4 years. Each faculty member being honored by the class has been presented with a scarlet sash to wear with their academic regalia today. As I read the name of each faculty member, would they please rise and remain standing until all have been recognized? I ask that the audience hold applause until all are standing. From the preclinical years, Dr. Patricia Amadio, Dr. J. Russell Heyman, Dr. Thomas Quasigro, Dr. Theresa Lura, Dr. Paul Monaco. From the clinical years, Dr. Jason Moore, Dr. Robert Schoberg. From the clinical years, Dr. Reed Blackwelder, Dr. William Browder, Dr. Jack Goldstein, Dr. Lee Johnson, Dr. Demetrio Macariola, Dr. Jason Moore, already standing, Dr. Matt Parks, Dr. Dawn Toole. Thank you. Congratulations to you all. At this time, Class President Robbie Caldwell will introduce the faculty members who will be serving as class hooders. Thank you.
All right. As you can tell, thanks again to all of you who've been honored already. We stand on the shoulders of some incredible teachers and physicians. So the hooding ceremony is a special recognition ceremony for doctoral degree candidates, during which the faculty class hooders or immediate relative with a doctoral degree will place the doctoral hood over the head of the graduate, signifying her or his success in completing the graduate program. The color of the outer binding of the hood represents the degree which was received. In our case, this is green for medicine. The colors of the inner lining of the hood denote the institution awarding the degree, blue and gold for East Tennessee State University. The most prestigious faculty honor bestowed by the graduating class each year is the selection of 2 faculty members to serve as class hooders. These faculty members have been chosen as being the most instrumental to our education. This year, Dr. Robert Schoberg, Professor and Vice Chair of Education, Department of Biomedical Sciences, and Dr. Jason Moore, Professor and Clerkship Director, Department of Family Medicine, have been chosen for this honor. Each will receive a hand-cast bronze sculpture entitled Hooder to display in their office during the next year. Dr. Schoberg, Dr. Moore, we all thank you for the incredible job you've done for us. And now, Dr. Means will return to the podium.
Dr. Noland, will you please join me at the podium? Mr. President, it is my privilege to report to you that the candidates here assembled have qualified in all respects for their degree by successfully completing curricula offered through the Quillen College of Medicine of East Tennessee State University and are recommended to be awarded their degrees in recognition of their academic accomplishments. Candidates for the degree of Doctor of Medicine, please rise for the conferring of the degree. President Noland, the candidates now standing have completed all requirements for the Doctor of Medicine degree. On behalf of their faculty, I recommend that you confer the degree.
By the authority vested in me by the East Tennessee State University Board of Trustees, and upon the recommendation of your faculty, I now confer upon you the Doctorate of Medicine degree to which you are entitled, with all the rights, privileges, amenities, and responsibilities thereto appertaining. If you would please come forward as your name is called, I would be honored to present you with your diploma.
personal hooders, please come forward to join your graduate when they are in line. As I announce your name, please come forward to receive your hood and your diploma. Dr. James Elmer Abernathy II. Dr. Rafayat Asen. Dr. Anthony John Angeloni. Dr. Alexander George Ankar. Dr. John August Barcel. John is being hooded by his brother, Dr. Anthony Barcel, an orthopedic surgery resident in Charleston, South Carolina, and a 2014 Quillen graduate. Dr. Kyle Thomas Bowden. Dr. Gordon Scott Bontrager. Dr. Nathan Lewis Bowers. Dr. Jennifer Michelle Browner. Dr. James Kyle Buck III. Dr. Morgan Christina Buda. Dr. Hugh Robinson Caldwell III. Dr. James Nathan Cantrell. Dr. Christian Maples Cantrell. Christian is being hooded by her brother, Dr. Matthew Vance, an anesthesiologist from Knoxville, Tennessee, and a 1999 Quillen graduate. Dr. David Allen Carl. Dr. Tawanda Charamuka. Dr. Sirmad Bashir Chowdhury. Dr. Jessica Haynes Crowder. Dr. Timothy Philip DePerry, Jr. Dr. James Frank Doris IV. Dr. Megan Elizabeth Dykus. Dr. Jason Donald Easterday. Dr. Jacob Wade Fleener. Dr. Daniel Ryan Fleming. Dr. Caitlin Burkter Fulford. Caitlin is being hooded by her father, Dr. Calvin Burkter, an anesthesiologist in Nashville. Dr. Jeremy Payne Greer. Dr. Benjamin Clarence Groves. Dr. Daniel Heath Hageman. Daniel is being hooded by his mother, Dr. Martha Hageman, a pulmonologist, and his father, Dr. David Hageman, an allergist, both from Nashville, Tennessee. Dr. Jordan Lee Herring. Jordan is being hooded by his father, Dr. Jeffrey Herring, an orthopedic surgeon in Nashville, Tennessee. Dr. Jared Allen Hudson. Dr. James Robert Johnston, Jr. Dr. Danielle Elizabeth Kelvis. Dr. John Warren Kirby. Dr. Rebecca Kathleen Lee. Dr. Wei Ning Eddie Liu. Dr. Kelsey Lee Lloyd. Dr. Heather K. Lynn. Dr. Megan Elise Meyer. Dr. Omar Bradley McCarty. Dr. Luis Alfredo Mejia Sierra. Luis is being hooded by his father, Dr. Jose Mejia, a practicing general surgeon in Knoxville and a 2005 Quillen residency graduate, and by his grandparents, Dr. Guadalupe Perez and Dr. Jorge Sierra, retired pathologist and pediatrician from Quito, Ecuador. Dr. Brandon Michael Miracle. Dr. Adam Christopher Metzger. Adam is being hooded by his father, Dr. Chris Metzger, a practicing interventional cardiologist in Kingsport, Tennessee. Dr. Ahmed Ali Minhas. Ahmed is being hooded by his father, Dr. Sahil Minhas, a practicing hematologist-oncologist in Memphis, Tennessee. Dr. Lizzie Leanne Monroe. Dr. Marie Elise Moulton. Marie is being hooded by her father, Dr. Rick Moulton, a practicing internal medicine physician in Johnson City. Dr. Bradley James Muller. Dr. Taylor Bailey O'Neill. Dr. Caitlin McCall Panel. Dr. Emily Marguerite Paulus. Dr. Kylie Ray Pearson. Kylie is being hooded by her father, Dr. Don Pearson, a practicing anesthesiologist in Knoxville. Dr. Anahita Rahimi Saber. Anahita is being hooded by her father, Dr. Shahram Rahimi Saber, a practicing emergency medicine physician in Memphis, Tennessee. Dr. Julie Marie Reddick. Dr. Rebecca Sue Rowland. Dr. James Andrew Rowe. Dr. Abby Lauren Schultz. Dr. Parth Pradeep Sheth. Dr. Lindsay Crosno Shipley. Dr. Ryan Edwards Smith. Dr. Jennifer Marie Solomon. Dr. Tyler Joseph Stannard. Dr. Brent Claxon Sterling. Dr. Jory Elizabeth Sullivan. Jory is being hooded by her brother, Dr. Christian Sullivan, a practicing gastroenterologist in Farmington Hills, Michigan, and by her sister-in-law, Dr. Allison Sullivan, a practicing OBGYN in Kingsport. Dr. Apoorva Thadi. Dr. Jessica Jarmiel Walker. Dr. John Braden Weddle. Dr. Kenan Trey Wilhoit. Dr. John Riley Wilkinson. Dr. Gregory Emerson Wyckoff. Greg is being hooded by his father, Dr. Randy Wyckoff, who's trained as a pediatrician and is the dean of the ETSU College of Public Health. Dr. Alex James Yu. Dr. Joshua Daniel Zimmer. Congratulations to all. Now, Dr. Breed Blackwelder, Professor and Chair, Department of Family Medicine, will lead us in the Hippocratic Oath.
So I'm very honored to conduct the administration of the Hippocratic Oath, your first duty as a physician. The Hippocratic Oath embodies philosophic principles and a code of conduct that have served as a guiding beacon for medical professional conduct since approximately the 5th century BC. While the oath, its origin or origins, and the meaning of some of its components have been the subject of vigorous debate, and the swearing to Apollo is repeated only to remind us of its historical past. The oath itself does indeed have relevance in our modern world. The first part of the oath serves as a broad reminder of our commitment to our profession and reminds us of those things beyond ourselves. The second part provides a reminder that our profession must remain solidly founded on ethical principles. It is fitting, therefore, for the class of 2018 to follow professional tradition and commit to our profession and the ethics of medical practice by repeating a variation of the original oath drafted in June 2005 by Weill Cornell Medical College. Members of the class of 2018, please rise. On behalf of the College of Medicine and the class of 2018, I invite and encourage all physicians in the audience to renew your professional pledge along with these students. Would the physicians in the audience please rise at this time as well? Please turn to the last printed page in your program and repeat with me. I do solemnly vow to that which I value and hold most dear, that I will honor the profession of medicine, be just and generous to its members, and help sustain them in their service to humanity. That just as I have learned from those who preceded me, so will I instruct those who follow me in the science and the art of medicine. That I will recognize the limits of my knowledge and pursue lifelong learning to better care for the sick and to prevent illness. That I will seek the counsel of others when they are more expert, so as to fulfill my obligation to those who are entrusted to my care. That I will not withdraw from my patients in their time of need. That I will lead my life and practice my art with integrity and honor, using my power wisely. That whatsoever I shall see or hear of the lives of my patients that is not fitting to be spoken, I will keep in confidence. That into whatever house I shall enter, it shall be for the good of the sick. That I will maintain this sacred trust, holding myself far aloof from wrong, from corrupting, from the tempting of others to vice. That above all else, I will serve the highest interests of my patients through the practice of my science and my art. That I will be an advocate for patients in need and strive for justice in the care of the sick. I now turn to my calling, promising to preserve its finest traditions with the reward of a long experience in the joy of healing. I make this vow freely and upon my honor. Congratulations to each one of you. Please be seated. I now call on Dr. Bishop.
Well, class is official. You've graduated. Feels good, doesn't it? Well, let me add my congratulations to those that others have given you today on achieving this important milestone in your medical career. As this stage of your journey comes to a close and the next phase begins, I would encourage you to take these last moments together as a class to reflect on the people who have been with you along the way at Quillen. Think of your family members who have supported you. Think of your faculty who have been there to challenge you. Think of the patients who perhaps taught you some of your most valuable lessons. But most importantly, let this be a time to reflect on your classmates who have been on the same journey with you for the past 4 years. I expect there were many weeks when you saw your classmates more than you saw your families, and you've supported each other and lifted each other up. You've celebrated together, and you've comforted each other during times of sorrow. You have become friends. The legendary Muhammad Ali once said, "Friendship is the hardest thing in the world to explain. It's not something you learn in school, but if you have learned the meaning of friendship, if you have not learned the meaning of friendship, you really have not learned anything. Many of the individuals with you on the stage today will remain a part of your lives forever, long after you've left Quillen and East Tennessee State University. I encourage you to cherish those friendships, no matter where life takes you, and no matter how busy life becomes, because life will become busy. Remember what is important, and remember your friends. Congratulations, Quillen Class of 2018.
Thank you, Dr. Bishop. In closing, I want to thank the College of Medicine staff for their labor of love in the organization of today's ceremony and the reception. This is their Godspeed to our graduates. Now, on behalf of our graduates, I want to once again thank family and friends for sharing this occasion with us. As a reminder, a reception will be held upstairs in the ballroom on the 3rd floor. The students who were honored with awards today can collect those in the ballroom. Because another ceremony follows ours in this room, the graduates will recess directly to the ballroom where there will be ample time for visiting and for photos. We invite you all to join us there after the recessional for refreshments and for fellowships. Please remain standing until the academic procession and the graduates have exited the auditorium. Class of 2018. Class dismissed.